Hello viewers and welcome back to the channel. Also, welcome back to part 2 of this video series, getting the best solo start, best base that you can on Conan Exiles. Now, in the previous video, I left you at Nunu the Cannibal's location, as you can see here on the map. And now we're going to make our way to our new base location. I've speeded the video up here, so you're not watching another 20 minutes of me moving around the map. Where you need to go is fully west to the end of the river. And when we get there, I'll speak to you again. And here we are. Now we need to look at our recipes again here and make the choice between campfire and stonemason. We're going to pick stonemason. We want to get everything ready here before we get into the base. So in case of being chased by other players or NPCs, we've got everything good to go. So here we need to make 2 stone foundations. I'll put them up on the screen. 1 wall, 1 doorway, and 1 door. Just the door to go now, which takes a little bit more work because it needs twine. Okay, we've got everything ready to go now, more or less. So we're now going to progress to the base. Now it is a bit dodgy. It is through an NPC camp. And I found the best way to do this, if you're not too skilled at turning around and planting all your foundations, is just to run straight through the camp. Take the ramp to the right. And keep running as they fire arrows at you. Now when we get to the top here, I'm going to turn around and have a check to see if they're still following us. I can see them down there in the distance. They're still moving around, so not safe to go back there yet because you can get mobbed by them quite quickly. So what we'll do, because we also needed a lot of bones for our yog pit, we're going to do a little bit of farming up here just to pass the time and get those guys to go back to their spawn locations. So just kill hyenas up here, kill gazelles, whatever you need to. Make sure you then harvest them for some bones. make our way back down. The coast looks clear. slip straight into the base. So we're going to be building in here, guys. As you can see, it's protected on all sides by this small entrance here. A point to note on this entrance, there are some clipping issues. Hopefully the developers will fix these eventually, but you can pass straight through the walls here. So it's important when you lay your first foundations that they're beyond that mark point, or else NPCs and players will be able to walk just straight into your base. So in effect, this is your fast start base. Once you've got that up, people aren't coming through unless they've got T3 weapons. But now the reason why this base is so good is because it's a minimal amount of work for you to seal that entrance. Put down your fiber camp bed for here until you can make a bigger bed later in the tech tree. And what you would do now, you would continue to build wall pieces on top all the way up. So even a jump glitch bug cheaters wouldn't be able to get into your base. What follows now is some basic footage I took from a live server. It's not the best base, I basically threw stuff around as best as I could. It's all solo, but as you can see I developed it further. So the first thing that you would normally make is your pit of yog, which you can see down there in the afterglow. That way you can farm the NPCs outside the base and get yourself food and water, meat, ready to go. From there, you would fill up this space here all the way to the top with your T1 walls. Stop anyone jumping inside. And later, as you're going to see in the video, I'm just going to let it play in a minute, you go out, you get your slaves, pull them back, so you've got your archers, everything else. So what have I got in here? Basically I've thrown some foundations in the corner to stop anyone encroaching on me. You can see my furnaces down below, ready to go. Because further up around the corner outside the base is where all the iron deposits start as well. Up here you could build a second altar as long as it's far enough away from the first pit of yog. The reason why this base is so great for a solo player is because it takes minimal resources to protect it. Normally you would have to farm so much more wood, steel and tech tree to get your walls up. You would need walls all around, double walls. Here you're just blocking one entrance. I normally put a double door coming into the base. So like a doorway and a gateway, a little bit of space and then another one. Very quickly you get up to T2 or T3 and you only have to spend resources on that front portion. So you go from being very hard to raid to, I wouldn't say next to impossible, but it will take them explosives. So you can get, on the first day server start, you're going to be fine. Take a look outside now, farm some NPCs for some yog meat. And maybe pick up some slaves. Showing you inside here with the clipping thing. Use it to the advantage until they fix it, because you can actually build things inside there. So even if your base was to get raided, you could put your loot chests in there. Most people wouldn't know to look behind or push through the walls. On this one specifically, we put our guild bed. Call it guild bed, they fixed it now so it's only for one person, but you know what I mean. The main point of concern when you build inside prefabricated structures like these, of game world structures, is that you end up blocking the NPC spawn, and this is absolutely not correct and shouldn't be done. Now, I've done this many times, built here, and I know exactly more or less where the delimitation marking is. This base does not affect the spawn tool, which you're going to see now. So you've got a constant supply of NPCs to farm for thralls and for Yogni. It's an excellent starter base.
Some points to note. Some people will accuse you of being a bad builder and accuse you of it blocking the spawn even when it doesn't. Be aware of that, and they may kick up a fuss with the admins of that server. So check and look at the server you're on, and if it says things like no build in the city and things like that, then it's probably not a good place for you to build. Don't get too attached to the base anyway. It is temporary for bigger and better things later, which I'll show you in other videos later. But great little base to get started and get yourself set up. Good for solo, good for a small group as well. I hope you found the video useful. I really enjoyed making it. Go ahead, subscribe, like, dislike, or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.